back, everybody. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, not only is the end of the week, we're going to go ahead and celebrate by doing a blind tasting of budget-friendly bourbons. But before we get into this, I got to be straight up and honest with you guys. This, typically I record, let's call it 1, maybe 2 takes. This is take number 5. So, well, not all 5. I haven't had bourbon in all 5. I just messed up 4 times so far. So, but I've definitely had some bourbon already. So this is gonna be a nice, good, fun one. But again, let's go and dive into this one. So, I did this one because, I got a lot of great commentary from my patrons. My patrons were like, hey, Bourbon Judge, we love blind tastings. They gave me a lot of other great ideas, but we really like blind tastings. So my patrons spoke up, they gave me this idea, and I really appreciate them. Thank you for all my patrons out there supporting the Bourbon Judge. Great commentary. We go back and forth each week. They gave me great insight, great feedback. I give them a heads up on what I'm going to review and or even ask for their opinions, and a lot of other great commentary as well. So thank you for all my patrons. If you'd like to support the Bourbon Judge as well, please click the link below. And just want to say thank you for everyone out there in general. Thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for subscribing and watching all the videos each and every week. If you haven't done thus far, please make sure you hook me up. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button, the big button below in red, subscribe. And at some point, like I said, just drop me a comment. It could be in the beginning, in the middle, or even at the end. All right. Thank you very much, everyone out there. I really appreciate everyone out there. But again, so I picked these 4 bourbons really for a couple reasons. Number 1, obviously they're all budget-friendly bourbons. They all actually happen to be Kentucky-based bourbons as well. I didn't pick them just because of that, but I did pick them because they're all under $30. They do come from great distilleries: Heaven Hill, Lux Row, Buffalo Trace, Jim Beam, and last but not least, I had to get away. Everyone, if you really know the Bourbon Judge, you guys know your boy loves some 1792, Knob Creek, and last but not least, oh man, gosh, I love Early Times. However, like they say, change is a good thing. Once in a while, you have to change it up. So the Bourbon Judge, I had to get rid of those 3. Otherwise, they probably would have made it to this list, but I had to get rid of them and include some newcomers, right, to the list. All right. So before we get started, I need to give a shout out to Mrs. Judge. She did the blind tasting for me. So you have all the answer sheets up here. I have no clue which is which, but Mrs. Judge, she always keeps it honest, and she even made me leave the house, right? So when she started to pour these, she was like, hey, get outside, do some stuff around the house, make the house look nice, and I'll make sure your Bourbon Judge stuff looks nice. So trust me when I say I have not seen these, because Mrs. Judge does not mess around. I don't mess around with her, nor should you. And I'll be interested to see which is which. But I'm gonna give a quick high-level overview of these 4 bourbons. Just Cliff Notes versions, right? Very high level. All right, Old Granddad 114. I reviewed this one before. Jim Beam product, coming in, of course, obviously at 114 proof. When you think of Jim Beam, most of their products are very nut forward, very powerful, but very nut forward. Tons of caramel as well. This one comes in at like the $28, $29 range. It just makes it under 30 bucks. That's Old Granddad 114. All right, we'll go next to Buffalo Trace. Folks, this is the Buffalo Trace standard product, right? So this one comes in at 90 proof. It's truly a $30 bottle. You can find it for the most part. From an availability standpoint, this is probably the only one that you actually might have to go to a couple liquor stores and or even ask a friend, maybe somebody in the next state over, to grab it for you. Again, it's a $30 bottle. If you walk into a liquor store and you see this price $40 or $45, walk out. Literally, walk out the door, turn around, give them the deuces, and walk out. I don't care what any liquor store may think or say. This is the standard Buffalo Trace product. It's not your E.H. Taylor. It's not your Rock Hill Farms. It's not your Blanton's or Weller or any of the other lovely products that they produce at Buffalo Trace. This is the general baseline product of Buffalo Trace, right? The everyday product, right? So a 90 proof, $30 bottle. Moving on next to Ezra Brooks. So Ezra Brooks comes from Luxor Distillery. I reviewed this one as well a couple weeks ago. This one recently came out. It is, double check, it is 99 proof. This one's only $25. Definitely readily available. I mean, you can find this almost every liquor store out there. But again, a great quality bourbon coming in at 99 proof and at $25. You really can't beat this bourbon. Last but not least, Evan Williams. I have actually not reviewed Evan Williams before on the channel, so this is the first, right? Again, I want to change it up. So this is the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. We all know Bottled and Bond, you know, it means a lot of different things, but I'll just give you a couple different facts, at least two. Aged at least 4 years in a government-controlled warehouse and always coming in at flat 100 proof. So this is the Evan Williams. MSRP on this one, folks, of all these, this is the cheapest, $17. And you will find this one at every liquor store. If they don't have Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, they probably don't even have bourbon, truly. So $17, you can't beat the quality for the price point. Again, this one is actually a Heaven Hill sub-brand, so we always know Heaven Hill makes fantastic bourbons out there. Your Elijah Craig's, your Heaven Hill themselves, and a ton of just other great products under the Heaven Hill brand. So Evan Williams is another one to add to the list as well. All right, that's enough about these bourbons. Let's slide the bottles to the right. Ugh. Woo! I can't wait to see what comes in first place of these budget-friendly bourbons. All right, I got my water over here as well, just to kind of balance the palate a little bit as well. All right. Well, we got them from A to D. Thank you again, Mrs. Judge. Always keeping it real. She keeps it nice, and also she keeps me in check as well. So got to give it up to Mrs. Judge. But let's go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna go in the reverse order. I'm gonna go with letter D. Just might as well, right? All right. Let's go ahead and letter D. So nice little pours. Not bad. Not bad. Of course, again, I have to have very small pours, because of I've had a couple sips of bourbon, right? And each and every time, Mrs. Judge says, all right, you need to get out of the house so I can pour these yet again. All right, so when I start with letter D, woo, I get two things come to mind, folks. Two. Okay, so tons of caramel, and very nut forward. Tons of caramel, tons of nuts, a little bit of honey as well. Can't leave the honey out. All right. As we say in this bourbon world, cheers, salute. I appreciate everyone out there. Thank you guys and gals for watching the channel. Cheers to you. Ooh. Ooh, that one packed a nice little punch. Everything from the nose transferred to the palate. That was a very nice, smooth, but I should really say smooth. That was a very nice and powerful and long finish. The caramel, the nuts, all that transferred from the nose to the palate, and that was really spot on, actually. Not bad. All right, let me get a little bit of H2O. I need some more water. All right, I'm gonna mix these up a little bit. You know what, let's just keep going in order, might as well. Let's go to letter C. Just spin this one a little bit real quick. Okay, so what I like about letter C is the nose is actually very, wow. Okay, so what's interesting about the nose is that the nose is very much a great combination of all traditional bourbon notes. Your caramel, your vanilla, very light on the brown sugar, but it's there. Your oak, some spice as well, some of the apples, some of the pears, right? It's all there together in the nose. But I want to transfer to the palate, and I'm trying to figure out which one this is. Actually, I have no clue which one this one is. This is interesting. Okay. So the palate, everything from the nose transferred to the palate, the finish was very nice and smooth. Almost like you listen to Sade and Kenny G, and maybe even Adele at the same time. That was some smooth bourbon. I don't know, that either could have been Buffalo Trace or Ezra Brooks. I'm gonna go probably Buffalo Trace. Very smooth, just you know, just a very chill bourbon. A good bourbon as a whole. Not a very powerful finish, but very good quality at the same time. All right, let me get a little bit of water. Woo. All right, I'm gonna go with letter B. Let's try this out. No clue which one this is. Do you see that? A little bit came out of the glass. I didn't swirl that properly. That is an F on the swirling category. Oh, this is very nut forward. I wonder if this is. This is either. Gosh, this could be Old Granddad. It could also be Ezra Brooks, because you know Ezra Brooks, even though it's not Jim Beam, it's Luxro, right? They also produce very nut forward bourbons, not as much as Old Granddad 114 and just Jim Beam in general, but they do produce some very nut forward bourbons, but typically a little bit more balanced. So let me get into this one a little bit. So I get a little bit of nuts. I get some apples, some pears, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit lighter on the nose. All right. I need to stop. Thank you, by the way, everyone out there watching the channel. I truly do appreciate all the feedback and commentary. Again, cheers to you guys and gals. That was really, really nice. The, wow, sub $30, that's a great daily sipper. My guess, that's probably Ezra Brooks, only because from a proof standpoint and from a palate, it wasn't like overpowering. It was a great blend of everything I mentioned from the nose, did transfer to the palate. So this had to be Ezra Brooks, but it was really, really good. Again, I could be wrong. I don't know if it's Ezra Brooks or not. All right, we are almost done, folks. We're gonna pick a winner. As they say, there can only be one winner in life. Only one person or one bourbon can get the gold medal. But we are down to letter A. Give it a little swirl, all right. Wow, Mrs. Judge, she's pouring some deep pours. Just not right, just not right. I think Mrs. Judge wants me to go to sleep at the end of this bourbon tasting. All right. So from the nose, this is different actually. This is actually really different. So I get a couple things. I get number one, almost like a maple syrup with a slight hint of like mint. Tons of oak. This is really unique. And like some apricot in this one as well. Okay. So that's really unique. Very different. All right. Cheers, everyone. That one was, the finish was, wow, super quick. Super quick. All right. All right. We're going to do this a little different. I'm going to give you the fourth place, and I'm going to give you the first place. All right, let me get some H2O. So coming in fourth place, oh boy. All right, coming in fourth place has to be letter A. I think letter A is Evan Williams. I believe. And it is Evan Williams. It's good. Going down in the palate is actually good, but the finish, as soon as you finish it, it fades away, right? But I should say, it is a $17 bottle of bourbon. So, not everything is going to be your Old Carter, your Stag Juniors, your E.H. Taylors. It is a $17 bottle. It's good, but the finish is super quick. I mean, it's super quick. Almost like, as soon as I swallow it, it's almost like I don't even remember even having bourbon. That's not a good thing. When you sip bourbon, you want to enjoy it with friends. This is not the best one maybe to enjoy with friends. Maybe a good one to mix, such as your friends come over and they want to mix it with a mixed drink. All right. You know what? I told a small fib. I said I was going to rank the first place. I'm going to give you a bronze as well, right? Let me give you a third place as well. All right, so Evan Williams is in fourth place. Third place has to go to letter C. Now this one, I'm not sure which one it is. I can't even guess. So this is letter C. All right, I'll let you guys all see it first. Letter C is Buffalo Trace. I like this one a lot. And I recall letter C, I liking this one a lot because truly the nose transfers to the palate and everything about it, it really was almost like a quintessential great bourbon from a palate standpoint and from the nose. Everything from the nose, all of your traditional flavors, your caramel, your brown sugar, very floral, a lot of berries mixed in there as well, some apples. It was almost like the perfect bourbon. The reason why I gave it the third place is because the palate was, and it fell off, right? It was very much similar to, it was almost just too quick. I think I mentioned before, it was just too quick. And that's the reason why I gave that one the third place. But in life, there can only be one winner. The winner, is it letter D or is it letter B? It has to be letter D. I'm going to let everyone out there see the winner first. Letter D, the numero uno, the gold winner goes to, you guys have already seen it, I'm the late one. Oh Granddad. Oh Granddad takes the cake. Oh Granddad wins the battle of the budget-friendly bourbons. Honestly, that mix of caramel, very nut forward, coming in at like that $29 price range, the palate to the nose, the nose to the palate, and the finish, phenomenal. A $29 bottle of bourbon, that to me is delicious for a $29 bottle of bourbon. Hands down, every day, I would buy that all over again. Folks, as we say, thank you, salute, cheers. I appreciate everyone out there. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.